What? Yeah! 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 What? Yeah!
Hi, this is America's Pastor inviting you to stay tuned for the world's greatest boxing commentary as he continues on the road to 10,000. Now he's back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers that work. I want you to put your hands together and give him some love as we welcome the one, the only TDub.
Yo, 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 what up, guys? It's your boy TDub, Mister. I'm back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Guys, we are here to cover the main event, guys. That is Joyce versus Christian Hammer. It is going down in the UK, guys. I believe we should be at the main event, guys. Just a little bit of USA touching down, looking at what's going on in the UK, guys. Pre-thoughts about this fight. I think this should be a fight that Joyce should win. I don't think he's going to have a lot of trouble with Christian Hammer, but Joyce is definitely becoming one of those names to make a major mark in the state of the heavyweight division. His time is going to come sooner than later to get one of those big fights. I think we're still looking though for him to get that real name fighter. He fought Daniel Dubois, which was a good fight. But I think that maybe showed more about Daniel Dubois than about Joyce. Even though Joyce does have a juggernaut ahead, a lot of power, and the opposite of Flash, right? He doesn't have a lot of speed. I predict Joyce should get past Christian Hammer tonight. I don't know if he's going to get the stoppage or not. Let's take a look, guys, at Christian Hammer. Well, I'm going to look at it for you guys and tell you guys about it. Right now, I'm looking at Christian Hammer, box rack, 27 wins, 9 losses, 4 come by way of knockout, fighting out of Germany, 6'2 and a half, 78-inch reach. And guys, before tonight, he does have one fight. He is on a, I guess I can't call it a streak, but he did win his last fight. But before then, he was losing just as much as he was winning. He lost to Luis Ortiz, then to Sual. Then he won against Tony Yoka. Then lost the next one. Then won the next one. Then lost to Fury. Then lost to Frank Sanchez. And now they fight someone. Looks like I don't want to butcher the name too bad. Drazan. And I really believe they just found this guy just to get him a win. This guy is 22 wins, 35 losses, and 21 of those 35 losses come by way of knockout. He is 5'11", a very short for an heavyweight. And looking at his record, geez, man, he's on a losing streak. He got 3 losses in a row. Accidentally won 2 in between then, breaking up his 5 loss streak. And that's who Christian Hammer beat to get back on the winning side of the column, and now he is taking on Joe Joyce. Christian Hammer definitely been around there. Again, you hear some of the names that I read that he fought. Tyson Fury got in the ring with him. David Price. Alexander Povetkin. So definitely fought Luis Ortiz. Definitely fought some of the names, right? The names that we recognize in the heavyweight division right now. Christian Hammer has fought them, and this will be for Joe Joyce. It will be somebody that has fought to somebody that can measure. Okay, what can Joe Joyce do with this guy? Obviously, Christian Hammer is not an A-level fighter. I don't even believe he's really a B-level fighter. But because he has fought some of them guys, that's why Christian Hammer has a name. Remember, he's got 27 wins and 9 losses, 4 of them by knockout. 17 of the wins come by way of knockout for himself as well. And he's taking on Joe Joyce. Listen, Joe Joyce is one of those guys that, I think he's just really hard to fight because, when you look at people like The Flash, his speed can get you. Well, with Joe Joyce, it's the opposite, right? Because he is so slow that when you naturally react to a punch that would have been there and got back, his is still coming, right? It is still coming. So when you naturally slip and you come back to it, that's when it lands, and he has a thump, right? He is hitting hard. The guy is really throwing those juggernaut type of blows. And we are going to see him in live action tonight, guys. Remember, this is TDub, Whatsblazing the Sports. I am live. Going to call this final fight for you guys. It is the main event. This is the USA touching in with the UK. Looks like they just came back off of a break. The lights are dim, and I believe they're going to get ready and announce. Remember, guys, if you are new to the channel, I do full fight live commentating, second to none. You hear it? Cross YouTube. Let me get this vibe down. Yes, sir.
First from Germany, Christian Hammer.
Right now, guys, I just introduced Christian Hammer. He is coming out standing in front of highlights of him, listening to the Roy Jones, can be moved, can be stopped. Listen, man, I want to see what Christian Hammer can do. I do remember when Christian Hammer fought Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz couldn't get that knockout. I don't believe he could get that knockout, right? Let me see. I mean, he beat him, but he didn't stop him. Let me see. Luis Ortiz. Exactly, yeah, it's a unanimous decision. Another unanimous decision. Huey, you know what? I guess this would be if Joe Joyce can get a good stoppage. I mean, I don't think anybody is expecting Joe Joyce to lose. I think he's going to win, or win by knockout, or win by unanimous decision. But if Joe Joyce can come out there, guys, against Christian Hammer, and I want to say make quick work, right? If he can come out and put Christian Hammer away in 6 or under rounds, and look good doing it. I think that's the only way they can really help out this type of fight. It is good having a fight on like tonight. I don't believe we got anything else really going on. And guys, if you're like me, you love boxing. So when you get something like this, you gotta watch it. And this for all my people who maybe didn't even know that this fight was happening today. Shout out to Bob, because I had forgot myself. I was doing some family things, also take care of business. And Bob said, hey, don't forget about the time, because I was thinking our time, but it's actually coming on UK time, which is about maybe 5 to 6 hours ahead of us. Now they calling out Joe Joyce, guys, coming out to the theme of Big Juggernaut. Have on a majority white, some people might call it a pearl robe with the black trimming. Has a nice sweat going, doing some shadow boxing. Looking actually pretty good with the side to side backwards movement of the hip, feeling the rhythm of the beat. Joe Joyce is ready to come back into action and see what he can do. Guys, smash that like button for your boy TDub. Sharing is Karen. I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing giggers. This work. Joe Joyce guys is now making his way down to the ring. Christian Hammer has already made his way to the ring. The lights are still dim low. JoJo, I mean, he has a really nice, good sweat going on. Guy got the hair braided to the back, maybe about 5 to 6 braids. He walks in, guys. He throws his hands up to the crowd. The Juggernaut probably could play Juggernaut in X-Men for some of you guys that follow Marvel's X-Men. He probably could play the Juggernaut. If he doesn't play the Juggernaut, he definitely gets the name because of his head itself. He never had on a football helmet that wasn't tight.
And will be for the WBO International and WBC Silver Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry.
Remember, guys, it's full fight live commentating. This is the best on the planet. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to get ready and get it. As both men get ready for combat, I'm going to get ready. Get the vocal cords to give you this action. Let's turn this no music.
Supervisor is John Handelar. And the World Boxing Council.
Let's go.
President Mauricio Suleiman. Supervisor Hussein Wishi.
Right now they're just going through, as you can hear, the names.
Our 3 judges assigned.
3 judges.
On a 10-point must system will be Leszek Jankowiak of Poland.
Looks like we have 1 Poland judge, 1 U.S. judge, and 1 Britain judge.
When the bell rings, our referee in charge. Third man in the ring.
London in the building. What's up, London? Shout out to London in the building. This is your boy TDub from USA to another UK connection. Let's get it.
From the OVO Arena, Wembley, London, England. The time has arrived.
Yes, sir.
Our Fight Night Live main event of the
Let's get it. Remember, guys, before they get to it, I am predicting that Joyce should win this fight. I don't think there's going to be real struggle in here, but we want to see. Christian Hammer is not a guy that a lot of times, he got 4, stoppages, but he don't always get knocked out. Sometimes he could be on the back foot. Like I said, Luis Ortiz cannot get him out as well.
He brings a professional record consisting of 27 wins, 9 defeats, with 17 of his 27
9 losses.
wins coming by way
So he's not a stranger to losing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former German heavyweight champion.
Let's go.
Christian
Let's go.
Hammer.
Now, guys, even though Christian Hammer, I favor him to lose this fight. And if Joyce can just put in that work early, get him out of there in about 6 rounds and look good, this could really make people want to see Joyce versus the winner between Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz and people like that. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, what? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. They say this would be a walk in the park for Joyce, but I feel Hammer will have a trick or 2 up his sleeve for this one. Now, I'm going to call this fight blow by blow. Again, if I had to just go off of it, I have to say Joyce wins this fight. Christian Hammer I don't know if he finds a way to win, but he can find a way to survive rounds. I just don't see Christian Hammer winning this fight, but it's not impossible for him to win. But again, Joyce is on a fast track. He's 36 years old with 13 fights. He got to make some moves sooner or later. Here we go. Final instructions from the referee.
Okay, guys, you know the rules. Remember, obey my commands at all times.
Hey, can you guys smash that like button for me? I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you in advance. I can't see it, but I feel it. Thank you. Here we go, guys. Both guys are back in the corner. Final instructions out. Christian Hammer is actually coming out to the middle. The referee sends it back to the corner. Joyce is sitting there bouncing, looking, stirring down. Christian Hammer does a couple rolls. Here we go. Bell ring. Both guys comes out to the center ring. Joyce popping that jab. Christian's not bagging up right now. Joyce jabbing up, stirred down, stirs, flipping the jab again. Christian Hammer is like, I'm going to keep my foot in the middle of the ring and see what he comes. But now he backs up, give ground. And big Joyce lands a right hand to the body of Christian Hammer. Bounces off the rope, sliding to the right. Joyce trying to stand in front of him, pumping that jab. Jab to the body again for Joyce. Both guys got the high guard. Again, Joe Joyce got caught him with a right hand as Christian Hammer was trying to get to the left hook to the body. Christian Hammer tried to overhand right. I don't believe he landed that shot because Joe Joyce is trying to track him down. Sweeps the right hand to the body of Hammer. Good jab by Joe Joyce. Left hand by Joyce and another jab. Joyce got him on the ropes. Left hook to the body by Joyce lands. Right to the body by Lance. Christian comes out, throws a 3-2 combination. But Joyce coming right back at him, puts him back in the corner. Christian Hammer lands a left hook on Joe Joyce. Joyce comes back, lands a left hand, trying to tie up Hammer. Hammer lands a left hook before both guys get tied up in a knot, and the referee separates them apart. Here comes Joyce, comes in with the jab. Both guys tied up in the clinch again, center the ring. Joyce trying to walk the man back, holds him to the ring. Referee separate the two. Joyce looking for that right hand. Don't get around the glove. Misses the right hand to the body. Christian goes to the rope to the right. Comes off, lands a right hand to the body of Joyce. Joyce acts like he doesn't feel. Oh, big right hand landed by Hammer. Left hand landed by Hammer. Did the person in the comment know what they're talking about? Joyce trying to fire back with a left and a sweeping right hand. Nothing really landed too clean. Hammer ties him up, makes the referee separate. First round, 1 minute 16 seconds. Hammer left hook to the body. He missed the right and came back with a left hand to the body on Joyce. Now Joyce ties him up, walks him to the corner. Right hook to the body by Hammer. Backing up jab by Joyce lands. Hammer. Big overhand right by Hammer lands. Left hook by Hammer lands. Joyce has no defense. If this was football, teams be putting up all kind of points against him. Here we go. Left hook to the body by Joyce. Missed the jab. Left to the body. Then went over. Found a home for the right hand to the body as well. Joyce got him against the ropes over here. Misses the right hand. Hammer tried to throw his own right hand. Get blocked. Partially may have got a left hand in there. Hammer goes low. Grabs him. Spin. Joe Joyce locks on to him like a pit bull. Referee puts his in port. 21 seconds in the first round. Hammer tried a low-high combination. Misses. Right hand landed by Hammer. Overhand right. Hammer to the body and then ties up Joyce again. Joyce walks him to the ropes being tied up. Referee separate the two. Big jab from Christian Hammer right there again. Christian backing up time. That has to be a Christian Hammer round. Listen, Joe Joyce kept coming forward. Don't get me wrong. But Christian Hammer was the one that would... He was dialing in on Joe Joyce. I mean, Joe Joyce was doing a lot of head movement before the fight, shadow boxing. But when he got inside that ring, he did no head movement. Christian Hammer was landing overhand rights, digging him to the body like hard kicks from karate. But Joe Joyce ate all of that. But can he keep eating? We have seen this before. I believe maybe Stavern was probably catching Joe Joyce with some shots as well before Joe Joyce actually got to Stavern and got him out of there. A lot of people would say that wasn't the old Stavern. That was a done Stavern. But this is the guy that's fighting now like Christian Hammer. He is not fighting like a done hammer. He is fighting like Thor. You want me to put the hammer down? And he's putting it all on Joe Joyce's face. Here we go. Second round begun. Joyce comes out, lands a right hook to the body. Back on that jab again. Christian Hammer goes low and lands that right hand again. Hammer right, left to the body, pushing Joyce to the ropes. Joyce comes out working the jab, misses the right hand. Hammer backing up, putting himself into the corner. Joyce misses the 1-2 overhand right. Partially lands by Hammer out the corner. Joyce trying to dig him right, left to the body, right upstairs. Jab. Still got Hammer on the rope. Hammer walks off the ropes, trying to hold on to Joe Joyce and stop the onslaught. Joyce in the clinch pushes Hammer to the ropes. Referee separate him. Joyce back on that jab again. Hammer physically pushes him off. Hammer throws a 1-2, nothing lands. Here comes Joyce push, got him on the ropes. Lands a right hand to Hammer. Still up close. Overhand right missed by Hammer this time. Oh, right hand to the body by Hammer lands. Joe Joyce is putting on the pressure, but it might be Hammer the one that's connecting. Here comes Hammer. Here comes Joe Joyce again. Hammer back on them ropes again. Joyce throws a 1-2, not getting through the guard. Hammer got the high guard. Right uppercut, right under the elbow, lands by Joe Joyce. Joyce put him back in the corner again. Throws a couple shots at him. Hammer slides out there. Misses a right hand. Walks off the ropes. Back in the center ring. Hammer is. Throws a slow 1-2 to the body of Joyce. Joyce working the jab. Hammer misses the right hand. Joyce throws a right miss, lands a jab, and then turns out to the right. Right uppercut lands by Joyce. Now both guys tied up in the clinch. Joyce pushing them back to the ropes. To the right. Joyce got him on the ropes. Hammer comes off, trying to swing for the body, misses. Hammer looks like, is he slowing down? Hammer's on the ropes with the high guard. Joyce throws a couple shots at the guard, don't quite get through. Again, Joyce throwing a couple shots. Hammer, oh, Joyce get around with a left hook and a right hand lands by Joyce right there. Now Hammer comes back with a 1-2 to get himself out the corner. Hammer backs up into the corner again, right hand to the body by Joyce. Hammer comes out, missed it, uppercut, lands it overhand right on Joyce. Joyce comes back, lands a right hook to the body. Now Hammer comes back, lands a right hand to the body, misses left upstairs. Joyce comes back, right hand to the body. Hammer clinches on to Joyce, and Joyce leans into him, holding him on the ropes to the right. Referee separate the two with 36 seconds left in the second round. Joyce, Hammer complaining about getting hit in the back of the head, and he lands an overhand right on Joyce again. Joyce missed the counter right uppercut. Right hand to the body that time, landed by Joyce. 25, nice double jab by Joyce, misses the right hand to the body. Hammer comes off the rope, throws a shot, slight uppercut or up jab, lands against Joyce. Both guys tied up again like strings. Joyce is leaning on Hammer onto the rope to the right. Referee pushes him apart. And Joyce throws a 1-2 block and lands a jab on Joyce. I'm sorry, Hammer throws a 1-2, got blocked, and threw a jab, landing on Joyce again. Time. Guys, listen, Hammer, Joyce is the one putting on the pressure, but Hammer is the one that's landing the more effective punches. Now, if you got to go off somebody just putting pressure, or the person that actually landed punches. Now, don't get me wrong, Joyce did have some moments in there where he got around the guard of Hammer. And maybe even punched through a little bit. But I think the more cleaner, effective shots may be landed by Hammer. But Joyce has a lot of power. He has that power that can catch up with you in around 3, 4, 5. Let's see what happened against Christian Hammer. Second round just ended, AI. Smash that like button for your boy TDub. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We do talk about boxing. Right now, this is a little connection from the USA to the UK, calling this fight good boxing match. Give it up for boxing and give it up for your boy TDub. Here we go, getting ready for the third round, guys. Here we go. Joyce takes the center of the ring. Hammer tried to uppercut right hand, misses, sweeps her left hand to the body of Joyce. Hammer lands her right hand, kind of stumbled a little bit, may have tripped a little bit. Hammer went low and threw a right hand, landed, but he kind of wobbled, clinched on to Joyce. Joyce trying to set him up for that overhand right. Hammer backs up, hits the corner, pivots out the corner, backing up to the rope behind us. He's on the ropes, high guard. Hammer goes right into the body by Joyce. Joyce looking for the shot. Hammer still on the rope with the high guard. Joyce looking for it, misses the right hook, lands a jab. Right hand to the body by Joyce. Hammer might be slowing down a little bit, but he's walking to Joyce with the high guard. I think he's getting confident, like he can catch the shot, and Joyce backing up. Hammer sweeps up, Joyce with the right hand, landed it. Christian's hurt. He may be hurt. He said, no, I'm not hurt, and lands a right hand on Joyce. Joyce lands a jab. Now Hammer comes back, lands a 1-2. Hammer, left, right to the body, landing on Joyce. But, oh, now Joyce lands a left hand. Hammer goes to the full guard in the corner. Joyce landed to the body. 1-2 by Joyce. Hammer trying to hold on. Joyce takes a half step back. Hammer throws a 1-2, trying to keep him back. Right uppercut just missed by Joyce. Hammer's back on the ropes as Joyce hit him to the right hand to the body. Hammer lands a left hook. Right hand landed by Hammer. Left uppercut just skinned the nose of Joyce. Both guys are tied up. Hammer, Joyce walked them to the ropes. Referee separate them. Third round, 1 minute and 27 seconds. Hammer slides into him. Joyce pushes off. Overhand right misses by Hammer. Right hand landed by Joyce before Hammer could get out of there. Hammer backs up to the ropes. And he comes off the ropes and lands a 1-2 on Joyce. Joyce goes nowhere and lands a right hand to the body on Hammer. Hammer lands an overhand right. Joyce right hand to the body. Right back counter punching. I think Hammer landed some shots, but I think the shots of Joyce is slowly slowing him down. 56 seconds left in the third round. Both guys in the center ring. Ooh, leaping left hook by Hammer. Right hand landed by Hammer. Right hand landed by Hammer. The overhand right. Now Hammer holding on to him. Joyce physically pushes off, takes the shots well. Hammer backs up in the corner. Joyce lands a right hand, lands a jab, right hand to the body by Joyce. Right hand to the body again by Joyce. Hammer, Christian's getting tired. Oh, he's hurt, guys. Christian's on the ropes, trying to just shoulder Joyce off. Throws a right hand, losing power. Hugs on to Joyce for dear life. Joyce just kind of walks him back, leans him on the ropes right here to the back right corner. Referee separate him. Christian tried a 1-2, backing up. God, this ain't gonna go well. If he's tired, this is not. And he goes down. I told Christian goes down. I told you this is not. I'm about to say this is not gonna go well. 4, he goes down. 5, 6, 7. He says the back of the head shot possibly was, but he looked like he was about to go down. Just didn't look that well for him. In the building, guys. The one, the only, coming through, throwing 2 logs on the fire just to keep the blaze burning. Shout out to my boy in the building that don't know anything fake, but the only thing he talk is real talk. Shout out to real talk in the building, guys. Let's get it. Let's get the celebration. There we go, champ. Ryan said, what a round. The third round just ended, and Joyce dropped him at the end of the third round, guys. And salute to Real Talk, guys. If you didn't see, Real Talk came in and threw 2 logs on the fire just to keep the blaze burning. Now, let's get back to our scheduled program. 4th round. Guys, listen, man. Christian Hammer looks tired. He is breathing deep. They got towels on him, cold towels on his head. He's standing up, man. Joyce does not look tired. That juggernaut head can take some shots. I want to see Joyce's head versus Wilder fist. I want to see what happened. Here we go, guys. Joyce stepping to him. Hammer got the high guard trying to slide. Hammer left right to the body. Joyce misses the right uppercut. Hammer trying to stand there with him, looking for the left hooks. Joyce looking for the right hooks. Trying to sneak an uppercut. Joyce, left hand. There you go. Overhand right by Hammerland. But Hammer's hurt. I think it was a body shot. Hammer, they was in an exchange. Joyce threw a couple shots, and Hammer made a squinching face. I think he got hit with a body shot, because you normally don't make a squinching face from a face shot. Hey, he's not going to get the 4th round. Here we go. Right to the body by Hammer. By Joyce. Left, right by Joyce. Hammer's on the ropes. Hammer trying to throw right hand, but Joyce, right hand by Hammer. Joyce, right hand to the body. Joyce keeping him there. Left hand to the over. Left hook by Joyce. Right hook by Joyce. Down again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guys, Hammer's back on his feet. 4th round. He's not going to make it. 1 minute, 54 seconds. Here come overhand right missed by Hammer, trying to catch Joyce coming in. Joyce walking to him. Got him in the corner. Right uppercut by Joyce. Right hook, left hand to the body by Joyce. The body shot again, and Hammer goes down, and it's over. It's over. The left hook to the body, like a hard kick from karate, landed by Joyce on Christian Hammer. He took this shot, and he didn't want any more. And that shot was an effect from a shot that happened early in that round when Joyce hit him, and he made a squinching pain, and Joyce came right back and landed a shot to that same spot and ended the fight in 4 rounds.
I don't even know if it was a good performance from Joe. I think he stopped him early in the fight. It was the 4th round.
He said, the under came in, baby. Woo! Hey, if you'd have listened to TDub, I said that Joyce should get him out of there in 6 or less rounds. Now, I don't normally go off and bet this. I just go off my boxing knowledge that, and he got him out of there in 4. Smash that like button, man. We should have been over 20 likes. Let's get them likes up, man. They're showing the replay. Okay, let's see what happened. Joyce landed a right hook to the body. Jab, right hook to the body again. Right hook to the body again by Joyce, man. And then he looked down on him. He looked down on him like he was thinking something. Left hook to the body. Left hook upstairs by Joyce. Another left hook upstairs by Joyce. Christian backs up. Joyce trying to pursue him. Misses the right hook. Christian still going backwards. On the rope, Joyce throws a couple shots. Didn't even land nothing clean. He threw a 1, 2, 3, but it didn't even land clean, and Hammer went down. Now here's another one where Joyce lands a right hook and a left to the body. Christian takes a step back, takes a knee, fight's over. His record, Hammer's record was 27 wins. 17 by knockout. 9 losses, 4 by knockout. Smash the like button because I gave you that, champ.
1 minute 20 seconds of round number 4. Our referee in charge, Victor Laughlin, waves off the contest.
Let's get it.
Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated and still WBO International and WBC Silver Heavyweight Champion.
Let's go.
Joe, the Juggernaut, Joyce. So it's another win.
God, remember, we got the post-fight interview going to come. We're going to see if they're going to ask Joe Joyce what he want to do next. Is there anyone he wants next? Is he going to call out one of the champions, the winner between Usyk and Joshua, or is he going to call out Tyson Fury, or would he say, okay, let me get somebody like Wilder, the winner between Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz, perhaps even what's the guy that I can't think of the guy that Brazil, right? Maybe even with, we know, but he's already scheduled to fight Chisora, but he's already scheduled to fight. But remember, Joe Joyce is 36, guys. He has to make a move. He doesn't have any defense. He's taking a lot of shots on the dome. Listen, I don't see Joe Joyce beating a guy like Usyk, but I'm going to tell you, listen, Joe Joyce and Deontay Wilder would be a pretty nice matchup because Joyce can take a lot of headshots and Wilder can deliver a lot of headshots. That one's going to be nice. With Joe Joyce's head give in before Wilder's fists do, only time will tell. That's to be a pretty good matchup, but I'm not sure what Wilder's going to do. I am going to say this. I want Deontay Wilder to come back. I mean, I think boxing appreciates him. I appreciate him, and I think boxing needs him right now. You know, he just only lost to one fighter, and he needs to get back out there because there's so many fights, so much he can do for the boxing community, for his family, and for others. Joe Joyce had head made of titanium. Listen, man, it's what is that stuff in Black Panther? Vibranium. Listen, that boy head made of vibranium. His head is made out of the same stuff that Captain America's shield is. Like if Thanos was missing a stone, he could substitute Joe Joyce's head for one of them stones and he won't lose an ounce of power. I mean, that head, man, is a cracker, right? That's a head. Joe Joyce, if he played in a superhero movie, I can see him playing Juggernaut. Just him running and building up steam and putting that head down, and you see the wind running through it and just run through a whole mess of aliens. Listen, man, I think he can do it. Listen, man, I believe in it. I want to see Joe Joyce do it. Joe Joyce to be like, you know, in a movie doing something like that, or some kind of badass bodyguard, you know what I'm saying? Something. But I know the size of that head, he should be like Ripley's Believe It or Not or something. He said, AI says, Joyce doesn't move his head enough. Wilder's straight right will hit the target. He must have the best chin in boxing to walk through that. Listen, bro, I'm telling you right now, if Joe Joyce can walk through, 3 to 5, a Wilder, bow. If he can walk through that, game's over, right? Listen, if you can't play a good game of I can touch you and you can't touch me for 12 rounds, game is over. Because Kristen Hammer was landing some pretty good shots tonight. Guys, remember, you just not joining it. Joe Joyce stopped Kristen Hammer in the 4th round. Really started beating him up, landing some body shots. I was calling it earlier, showing that he was showing signs of fatigue or showing signs of being hurt, combination of the two. But we have not got to the interview phase, unless they skipped out on it. Because they brought it back. The ring is empty. Possibly because they're streaming this on different networks. Maybe one network done the post-fight interview, but the other one maybe was not allowed to share it. But he could go to another one. Let's just hang out for a minute. Let's see. Because on the one I'm watching now, the sound is muted. Here we go. Yep, here we go.
Joe, you've proved yourself yet again. 13th stoppage against a man who went the distance with so many top heavyweights. How did you do it so soon where they couldn't?
Yeah, it was tough. It was game, and it was, you know, hit me with some good shots early on, which had to like kind of work him out, and then start landing my shots. And he's a tough guy because I hit him with some big ones. So credit to him and his team for coming down out here. What a performance! I enjoyed it so much. It's been a whole year since I've been out, so it's been good to be back again. And yeah, it's exciting. I love it.
You do look happy indeed. As you mentioned, he did catch you with a few big rights, rounds 1 and rounds 2. Does it concern you at all when he gets those kind of shots on you so early on?
It's kind of like when you go in the rain, you have an umbrella, but if you don't, then you probably get wet a little bit. So that's what happens like early on until I start getting my defences up and footwork going and head movement is, and especially because I haven't fought for so long,
I never saw the head movement get going though. I didn't see that.
Look, he's been in with the very best in the world. He's been the distance with Sanchez, Ortiz, Povetkin. He's fought with Tyson Fury. What does this win and the way you did it say about where you are in the world heavyweight mix?
Well, I'm top level, ready for the world stage. I'm a proper heavyweight, and I'm fit. I've got engine, I've got a chin, big heart, and big cojones as well. So
let's see who he calls out. Who they gonna
I'm looking
offer up?
Possibly the winner of AJ Usyk or maybe Tyson Fury comes out. But I'm at that level.
You hear it? Whenever AJ Usyk or Tyson Fury to come out.
Tonight, but I don't know. Let's see what happens.
So let's see what your promoter says about who you're going to be fighting next. 14 fights on his record, 13 stoppages. You know he wants to get out again soon. What do you have in store for him?
He's going to fight on the 24th of September.
Oh, he's back on the 24th of September.
Opponents, that's when Joe will be out next.
That's only 2 months. A little over 2 months.
Really, for me, was a worry. The fact he had broken his wrist. I mean, it was a proper snap. So there's no problem with it. We see that the power was there. He done what he had to do, and they were in a variety of shots. He got caught himself a few times, as he said. I'm glad he found his umbrella at the end, but really a good variety of shots, good body shots, and done what he had to do against a guy who's a tough guy who came to fight. And White lasted. It was bloody exciting.
Indeed. And look, there are many names being thrown his way. Bob Arons mentioned Tyson Fury. There's the Daniel Dubois rematch being mentioned. There's Frank Sanchez, all sorts of people. What do you see coming?
Frank Sanchez would be a good chess match.
Like I said earlier when we were talking, Joe, it's the 20th of August. Once the rematch happens between Usyk and AJ, then it's all going to shake out. One way or another, it'll all shake out. And obviously, Joe Joyce is very, very much in the mix. I mean, he's the mandatory challenger, and he showed tonight why he is the mandatory challenger.
So let me ask you this now, Joe. If you do get that opportunity to fight the winner of Usyk and Joshua, will you take it next? Would you take it in the next few months? And how do you think that would go for you?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've had my warm-up fight now, so I'm ready for action. And when there's an opportunity presented, I'll get my body
Live Joe Joyce interview,
boxing technique,
review,
and
commentary.
Rematch against Usyk. But let's see how things plan out with the upcoming fights, and the titles are going to be up for grabs soon, as Frank says.
Who do you think's going to win that match, or who are you rooting for?
Got back the British guy, but I mean, I've respect for both fighters. Usyk, it was
he's back
really
in
fighting Usyk back in the day.
Joshua, but he had a lot of respect for Usyk. He fought Usyk.
Good to do it again.
Well, congratulations.
Usyk won, I believe, too.
Seeing you in September, and we can't wait to see who that will be against.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Guys, there we go, man. This was a quick one. Joe Joyce came back, made quick work of Christian Hammer. I mean, Christian Hammer did come out. He had a pretty decent game plan. His offense was landing well. I just don't know if he had a cardio to keep it up or what. But Joe Joyce, I didn't see a lot of adjustment made. I didn't see a lot of head movement that he said he did. But I just think he just kept coming. I think that pressure ended up breaking Christian Hammer. Because Christian probably hoping that one of them overhand rights that he was landing and digging to the body, he was doing well. I mean, I think he won the first couple of rounds, landing the big shots. But the fact is that those big shots had almost zero effect on Joyce. And Joyce just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming like the Terminator, until he finally cracked the code of Christian Hammer by landing them shots to the body and getting the win. Guys, who do you guys want to see Joey Joyce in the ring with next? Is he ready for Joshua versus Usyk? Who would you want to see him in there with? Me personally, I think if Usyk beats Joshua again, I think he just easily, I hate to say the word easily, but I think his mobility would allow him to survive against Joshua, basically playing keep off the ropes, right, and make it a very boring fight and land some shots. I don't think Usyk can knock out Joe Joyce at all. I think the better matchup would probably be Anthony Joshua versus Joe Joyce if it does happen. That's a really good matchup. And then at that point, you would see that it really depends on how Anthony Joshua looked against Usyk. Does he look good? First of all, he got to get the win, because if he doesn't get the win, it's going to be a long time back in those rotations to get a shot again. I mean, he still has a name, but I think a lot of the mystique, some of that mystique from Joshua is already gone. And if he loses his fight or even wins his fight, it'll never be what it once was. But he got to get the win that'll keep him a major player in the sport of boxing. Allow him in many of the fights to be the A side, or at minimum 50-50 if he's fighting Tyson Fury. But guys, this is your boy TDub. I hope you guys smash the like button. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, guys. This is just a USA UK connection. I hope you guys liked it, and salute and enjoy your 4th of July. Happy Independence Day.